What happened, guys? I didn't receive any emails from you. You guys practiced or not? Yes or no? Practiced or not? Speak out, guys. Who is this? So for loop clear, right? Now we can see about while loop. The syntax for while loop is, so if you don't know the how many times we need to iterate. For suppose if we are just mentioning I less than 10, right? So if you don't have that kind of a fixed length, like if you don't aware how many times the loop is going to execute kind of thing, at that particular situation we can go for while. In general also we can use the syntax for while is initialization. Initialization while inside this condition. Increment statements sign increment or decrement or. So this is the syntax for while loop creation. This is what the syntax for while loop creation. Same if you want to add 1 to 10 numbers, into add equal to 0. So what we have to do, int I equal to 1. Why? We need to start from the 1, right? Then while is the keyword. Here condition I less than or equal to 10, right? I less than or equal to 10 we require. Now here what we have to do, add equal to add plus I, add equal to add plus I plus plus. Right? So now come out system.out.println add. See, otherwise we want to keep here inside loop. If you keep, that would be print each step. See, so how it will work? The same manner yesterday as we discussed, right? So first initialization it is coming. So now I value is 1. So it is coming inside. So the condition is going to check whether it is I less than or equal to 10. 1 less than or equal to 10 or not, it is going to check. 1 less than or equal to 10. True. If it is true, then it is coming inside. It is going to add the value here, right? Add equal to 0 plus 1 equal to 1. Now it is going to print here, then it is going to increment the loop. So now what is the I value? What is the I value?
1.
Here incremented, right? Incremented and loop exited. You see, loop. Okay. What will happen? If it is in the loop, we are internally, it is going to execute one statement. Here the increment is happened. Increment happens, then we are just coming as a loop. So when you integrate that with the loop, it automatically increment. Okay. Whether if we complete one iteration, we call it as a iteration loop. Okay. In the loop, we call it as a iteration. If we do that, okay, it is going to increment automatically. Now, what will happen? I value 2. Right, 1 plus 2 equal to 3. Right, now I value going to increase. Now, what is the I value? 3. Then again 4, 5. Like that, it is going to execute. So this is about while loop creation. So we in the same format, like wherever we are just creating the for loop, initialization, condition, increment or decrement. Here we are just performing, okay, the 3 actions separate. Initialization we are just performing separate. While is a keyword. Okay, there we are just providing the condition. Inside while loop, we are just providing the statements. Okay, so after statements, we are going to increment or decrement, we are going to perform. Either increment or decrement, we are going to perform. This is what the while loop. Okay, we have one more do while loop we have. So do while, for suppose in the current case, okay, for suppose in the current case, okay, okay, okay. So if I make it as I equal to 11, I equal to 11. Now what will happen? What will happen now? I equal to 11. What will happen?
Increment.
I equal to 11. What will happen? How the loop is going to execute now? How the loop is going to execute?
By using increment.
By using
Increment.
Increment, okay. Now I value is 11. Okay, now I just initialize I equal to 11. What will happen next? I am just executing this, okay, while loop. What will happen now? What will happen?
It's not executed the program, sir.
Why?
Why? Because I is greater than 10, sir.
Exactly. Exactly. This is what the reason. Okay. So here we just initialized I equal to 11. It is coming here. It is going to check. Okay. 11 less than or equal to 10 or not. Whether it is true or false. It's a false. If it is false, then it won't execute anything. If you execute, what will happen? You can see. See, just now I explained. If you don't aware, then please ask me. Nothing. Okay. So if the condition, the first time only the condition is not matched, even though here also, here for suppose if I keep it as 11, okay. So if I execute it, won't execute. Why? Because the first loop it is not executed. Why? So the condition, the first step itself only see executed from I equal to 10. Okay. So it is not going to, the condition itself only fail. So first step only fail, it won't perform any execution further. Guys, if you don't understand, please ask. Okay. So now it is not going to execute. So we have do while loop. So at least one time if you want to execute, perform execution, at least one time if you want to perform execution without checking any condition, then we can go for a do while loop. Okay. At least one time if you want to perform any action, okay, or any statement, if you want to execute a statement at least one time, then we can go for do while. Here in the do loop we are just going to initialization we can perform here into I equal to 1, into I equal to 1. We have a add, right? We just need to add. Okay. So into add equal to 0, right? Into add equal to 0. Okay. Now add. Okay. Add equal to add plus 1. Add equal to add plus I. Add equal to add plus I. Okay. I. While okay, now while we are just writing condition, while the condition is I less than or equal to 10. That is what the condition is. So now in initialization, okay, I less than or equal to 10. Okay. Now let me okay, add. So if I want to execute one time, okay, one time without checking any condition, then I can go for do while. Okay. Do while. See now it has executed. It has okay provided the 55 as the output. What will happen now? I equal to 1. Okay, here it is coming add equal to 0 plus 1. Okay, 0 plus 1 that equal to 1. Now that has printed as the 1, then it is going to increment. Now I value increment to 2, then it is coming from for the out of for the loop, then again coming the statement. Okay, now 2 less than or equal to 10. Now you can see first time it is not going to check any condition. First time it is not going to check any condition, just directly I equal to 1, then do loop. Okay, it is entered, then these statements got executed, then only this, okay, the condition statement got executed. If you see here, what will happen? Once initialization done, we are going to check the condition here. whether the condition is true or false. The condition true, then this action is performing. The condition is false, this action is not performed, right? Here also, if you see in for loop also, post initialization, we are going to check the condition. Okay, if the condition matches, then only it is coming inside the loop. Otherwise, it is not going to come inside the loop. So in the do while, for suppose if I make it as 11 as per earlier statement, okay, as per earlier, like here also, if I make it as 11 I make it also, there is no, okay, change, right? Add plus, okay, add plus I, right? So here add is 0, okay, I value I just initialize it as 11, right? It is going to provide the 11 as the output. Now it is incremented to I plus plus. Now I plus plus is 12 less than or equal to 10. I am saying it is false. So if it is false, it is not going to execute again this loop. If it is the true, then only the loop is going to continue. If it is false, it is exit from the loop. Now you can see what will happen. In remaining, see, 11 as the output. Okay. In remaining while loop or do while, same logic, right? There is no change in the logic. In the addition, I am just adding a 5, I am just adding it and incrementing it. Here also, if you see, in a similar manner, we are just adding it first, right? Equal to a plus I, then that is, I am just going to print. Now, here also, if I make it as 11, if you see the difference, there is nothing is going to print here. See, I executed from I equal to 10. This loop is executed, not this loop, right? This loop executed, right? So if you see here also, see, nothing executed. Why? Because it is checking the condition first itself only. Here, if you see, there is no conditional check. So one time, if you want to execute the statement at least one time, then we can go for a do while loop. If you want to execute at least a statement at least one time, then we can go for a do while loop. Clear, guys? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions?
No, sir.
So we have two statements. Okay, one is a break statement, one is a continue statement. One is break statement, one is continue statement. Break statement, if you want to stop your execution at particular point, then we can go for a break statement. Okay. If you want to continue from somewhere, then we can go for continue statement. Now we can see how to use a break and continue. Now, for suppose if I double equal to 5. Okay, let me start from here. Okay, if I double equal to 5, just you can add it. Okay, just you can add. Otherwise, just system.out.println. Okay. Something here. Just can print here. Okay. Now you can, if you want to break, you can break it. If you want to break, okay. Okay. You can use the break statement. Now you can see what will happen. See, till 5, okay, it has added the values. Okay, till 5. So 1 plus 2, 3, right? 3 plus 3, 6. 6 plus 4, 10. 10 plus 5, 15. So that is what? First 5 iterations, it has completed. Once I double equal to 5, I value reaches to 5, I am just saying, just print a value, then you can break it, I am saying. So it is going to break your execution. It is going to break your execution, right? So that is what a break statement. If you want to stop your execution, if you want to stop your execution at a particular step, then we can go for a break statement. Break statement. So we have a continue statement also. For suppose if I double equal to 5, I double equal to 5. So if I value 5, then if I want to make continue, okay, what I am saying, if I value is double equal to 5, then you can continue. You can continue, I am saying. Okay. So every time it is not coming inside, right? But okay, then you can print. See, executed. Now I value is 5. Why? Because only that is okay. Right for the 5. The above one is not added, right? Now let me see directly. I value reaches to 5. Will happen. Continue statement, right? B. Okay, let me print the B. See here. 45 printed, right? Then still from there it is continuing again. The execution, it won't stop. But the break statement, if you use that has stopped your execution. The same manner I just writing, right? Here I just perform the addition. Okay, then system.out.println if condition I use. Instead of continue, I am just using break. Here, the same manner I am just adding it. Then I am just using the double equal to 5. System.out.println b value, then I am saying continue. It won't stop your execution. So at the particular condition, if you want to perform some other action, okay, if the condition match, then if you want to continue your remaining activities, we can use the continue statement. Or if you want to break your execution, you can use a break statement. So if you use break statement, the execution going to stop. If you use continue statement, is going to okay continue the execution. Clear, guys? Clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So any questions till now? We now, okay, we have completed basics. Okay, basics we have completed. So now we are going to move to OOPS concepts. Okay, so now we can move for OOPS concepts. Here we have one more thing. Comments. So we have a single line comment and multi-line comment. Single line comment and multi-line comment. So if you want to comment something, okay, a single line like this, if you want to comment it, the comment means it won't execute. The statement is not going to execute, but for our reference purpose, okay, we are just writing some text there. See, I want to add 10 numbers from 1 to 10. Like that, I just add one statement. Otherwise, if I just want to a group of statements. So this is a multi-line, okay, multi-line comment. Okay, so this is the format. Backward slash star and closing, okay, star backward slash. So this is how the syntax for the, okay, multi-line and single line comment. Okay, this is multi-line comment syntax. This is single line comment syntax. Okay. So comment means if you don't want to execute something, then if that is only for your reference, then we can use the comments, single line and multi-line comments. Now we can go for OOPS concepts. Okay, now OOPS example. We have created a class. Okay. So OOPS, what is OOPS? Object oriented programming language. Okay. OOPS. OOPS. Okay. OOPS is nothing but object oriented programming language. Okay. Object oriented programming language. What is object oriented? What is object? Object is nothing but a physical entity. Physical entity mean it is exist. For suppose a chair, a pen, a laptop, anything which is exist, that we call it as a object, right? So the Java is an object-oriented programming language. Everything can be treated as a object. Everything can be treated as an object. Okay, object. So if any programming language, okay, if you want to say that programming language as a object-oriented programming language, that should be satisfies. That should be satisfies below properties. One is abstraction. Okay, abstraction, encapsulation, okay, polymorphism, okay, polymorphism, inheritance. If any programming language which satisfies all these four characteristics, that programming language we call it as a object-oriented programming language. If any programming language which satisfies all these four characteristics, that we call it as a object-oriented programming language. That we call it as an object-oriented programming language. Here, guys. Here, so these are all the four properties. Usually somebody says like class is a class and object also include. Okay, under this we can add a class and object. Okay, so what is a class? Like, okay, what is a class? Class is a physical. Class is a logical entity. Logical entity. Object is a physical entity. Class is a logical entity. What is logical entity? Logical entity means it is having whole logic. Okay, logic related to an object. Okay, if you want to make any object, physical object, we need a logical thing. So that logical things is contains a class. Okay, object is a physical entity. This is a general, okay, like a theoretical frame. We can the object we can discuss detailedly what is an object and all. Okay, so class is a logical entity which contains methods, blocks,